give some information about what are all the job responsibility for a fourth engineer. So usually, if you see on board ship's engine room, you'll be having a two variety of people. One will be a crew member and other will be officers. So officers in the sense, engineers you will call it as officers, and rating you call it as normal engine crew. So in engine room, you will be having a chief engineer who is the head of the department. Second engineer will be there. Third engineer will be there. Fourth engineer will be there. Junior engineer will be there, and one electrical officer will be there. Apart from that, you will be having oilers, fitters, and sometimes motorman. So today I just want to give you some information about what is the responsible for fourth engineer on board ship. So basically, fourth engineer will be taking care of all fuel related things like fourth engineer will be taking care of purifiers and he will be taking care of compressors, bunker, paperwork, bunker paperwork in the sense he will be taking care of preparing pre-bunker checklist, what are all the paperwork need to be done before taking a bunker. He will assist chief engineer according to his requirement. He will complete all the paperwork for taking bunkers. So bunker in the sense for lube oil, fuel oil, cylinder oil, for all every bunker which we take on board, fourth engineer will be responsible person to take to complete paperwork, and he will be the one who takes sounding as per chief engineer's order. And apart from that, he will be taking care of paperwork of engine room. Paperwork in the sense it will be like a month-end paper, weekly work done. Like every company has their own rules, like own pattern of paperwork. So some companies will be asking every day you have to send paperwork, like every day you have to send work done report. But some companies will be asking every week, some company will be asking only monthly. So all this paperwork, fourth engineer should take care, and he will prepare and show it to second engineer or chief engineer, and then that will be forwarded to the company. So paperwork he will be taking care, and inventory. Inventory means taking how much spares we have, how much materials, like how many gloves we have, how many electrodes we have, all those things he will be accounting. So he will be the one who maintains the inventory status of stores and spares for his responsible nationality. So main thing is he should take care of purifiers, he should take care of compressor, he should take care of bunker, he should be doing all this paperwork, and apart from that he will be assisting third engineer, assisting second engineer, and assisting chief engineer in his learning part. Like since he is a fourth engineer, the next level will be this third engineer. So we need to know the job, we need to learn the job of a third engineer also. So we has to assist third engineer, he has to assist second engineer, and whatever chief engineer instruction, we have to follow that also. So these are all the main responsibility for fourth engineer. Apart from this, they have to be the responsible person for sewage treatment plant operation. Sewage treatment plant, like flushing of sewage treatment and doing all paperwork for sewage treatment, all those things he will be taking care. So some companies don't have fourth engineer, and they will be having only third engineer. So third engineer will be taking care of all these things along with boilers and generators. So these are all the job responsibility for fourth engineers. So these are all the main jobs of fourth engineer. Additionally, fourth engineer is responsible for transferring of internal transfer of fuel oil. Transfer in the sense any sludge to waste oil tanks, any internal transfer need to be done, that will be taken care of fourth engineer. So the idea is fourth engineer should be very knowledgeable about pipelines, fuel oil transfer lines, everything he should know on board ship. The first thing the fourth engineer should do when he comes on board is he has to adapt, he has to learn the transfer system on board on that particular ship, because transfer operation will be happening day to day. Every day he have to do some transfer or the other. So he need to be very specific and he need to be very confident about transferring oil, internal transfer tank to tank or whatever. And then apart from that, he is the one who is responsible for doing filters, all those transfer pump filters, sludge pump filters, bilge pump filters, because all these transfer things come under his responsibility. So that means, suppose he is transferring fuel oil transfer pump, he have to take care of fuel oil transfer pump filters. If he transfers sludge pump, so he have to take care of sludge pump filters. So all these things he has to be very sure about what he is doing. So that is internal transfer, filter cleaning, and he is the one who needs to update all these work job, like whatever work we did, all these things he has to update in our PMS, that is planned maintenance system. He is the one who is responsible for maintaining whatever job he does, that he should get it updated in the system. So that's all. So the responsibility of fourth engineer is maintenance and operation of purifier, maintenance and operation of compressor, bunkering paperwork, updating your PMS, your sewage treatment plant maintenance, and he has to assist third engineer, assist second engineer, assist chief engineer as required. Apart from that, he should be very familiar about internal transfer. Every day he has to do the transfer, and he is the one who is responsible to maintain a sounding, everyday sounding of internal transfer. Whatever he do, he has to maintain a logbook. Logbook in the sense sounding book for the transfer which he do. And also he is responsible for doing the filter cleaning, updation of your PMS, all those things he should be very familiar. And apart from that, he has to be very familiar about the company's policy. Suppose he sail with A, that company will be having some policies. If we sail to company B, they will be having a different policy. So he has to adapt with company policy whichever he works under. So another important job for fourth engineer is, fourth engineer usually he will be always in a learning stage. So he has to be participate in all the activities which is going on in the engine room. Suppose manoeuvring, he will be there assisting second engineer or third engineer. So he knows what to do when manoeuvring is happening. Manoeuvring is nothing when vessel is coming home or going out of. That is what we call it as manoeuvring. So he has to be in the engine room, what is happening during manoeuvring, what are all the things that we need to do during manoeuvring. So all these things he will be there with second engineer or third engineer, and he will be assisting with them. And apart from that, in some companies, fourth engineer is responsible for maintaining firefighting equipments in engine room. But overall in charge will be chief officer and third officer. Some companies they say engine room firefighting equipments will be maintained by fourth engineer, and he has to participate in firefighting drills for any firefighting drills, any drills. He will be having his own responsibility, which he needs to adapt whichever ship he goes, because the responsibility in any kind of emergency operation like firefighting or boat drills, fourth engineer will be designated to some particular responsibility that we have to adopt on board ship only. Okay. So I believe this video must have given you some information about job responsibility of fourth engineer on board ship. Thank you.